Have you ever felt it? That strange, prickly sensation creeping up your fingers, like 1,000 tiny ants marching across your skin, or perhaps a heavy, fuzzy feeling in your feet, as if they've fallen asleep and refuse to wake up. Welcome, restless explorers, to the Sleepless Scientist tonight. We're diving into a tingling mystery that's puzzled humans for ages, the causes of numbness in hands and feet. Buckle up, or rather, unbuckle, relax, and let's unravel this curious sensation together. Why does it happen? Is it a harmless quirk or a silent signal from your body? Stay with us, dear traveler, and let's find out. I'd love to know, where are you tuning in from tonight? And have you ever felt this odd tingle? Drop it in the comments if you're up for it. And if you enjoy these late-night quests, a quick like or subscribe keeps our scientific ship sailing through the night. Let's begin. Picture this. You're sitting at your desk, typing away, when suddenly your hand feels like it's buzzing. A faint hum that's not quite pain, but definitely not normal. Or maybe you've been lounging on the couch too long, legs crossed, and now your foot's gone rogue, numb and unresponsive, like it's taken a vacation from the rest of you. Numbness, that peculiar loss of sensation, or ikwerkikuzain, tingling, is something most of us have felt at some point. It's like your body's whispering a secret code. But what's it trying to say? Don't worry. We're not here to alarm you with tales of doom. Instead, we're detectives on a mission, tracing the trails of this sensation to uncover its roots. From the mundane to the mysterious, the causes of numbness in hands and feet are as varied as the stars in the sky. So, settle in, grab a cozy blanket, and let's explore. First, let's define our mystery. Numbness, in the language of science, is a loss of feeling in a part of your body, often paired with tingling. That pins and needles sensation we call paresthesia. It's as if your nerves, those tireless messengers of your body, have hit the snooze button. Sometimes it's temporary, a fleeting glitch that fades away. Other times, it lingers, a quiet clue to something deeper. To solve this, we need to follow the trail back to the nervous system. The body's electrical wiring, your nerves, like delicate cables, carry signals from your brain and spinal cord to every corner of you, telling your hands to grip, your feet to step. When something disrupts these signals, numbness or tingling steps in, like static on a radio. But what causes the static? Let's start with the simplest suspect: pressure. Imagine you're sitting cross-legged on the floor, lost in a book or a movie. Time slips away. And when you finally stand, one foot's gone numb, heavy as a brick, prickling like a storm of tiny sparks. This, dear explorers, is the work of pressure, the most common culprit behind temporary numbness. When you sit or lie in one position too long, you compress your nerves, squashing them like a garden hose under a rock. Blood flow, that life-giving river, gets pinched too, starving your nerves of oxygen. The result, your foot falls asleep, a gentle protest from your body. Scientists call this compression neuropathy. It's harmless, usually, and a quick shake or stretch wakes things up, like coaxing a sleepy friend out of bed. Ever notice how this happens more when you cross your legs or sleep on your arm? That's pressure at play. A simple, everyday trickster. But let's not stop there. Pressure's an easy villain to catch, but other causes lurk in the shadows. Have you ever felt your hands tingle after a long day of typing, gripping a tool, or even holding your phone too long? Repetitive motion, our next suspect, can irritate nerves over time. Tak i carpal tunnel syndrome, a classic case. Your wrist houses a narrow tunnel, the carpal tunnel, where the median nerve runs, controlling feeling in your thumb, index, and middle fingers. Repeat the same motions, typing, hammering, and scrolling, and the tendons swell, squeezing that nerve like a crowd in a tight hallway. The result, numbness, tingling, even a burning ache. It's your body's way of saying, slow down, give me a break, rest. Avrist brace, or a change in habits often calms this restless rebel. Now, let's venture deeper. Sometimes, numbness isn't just a fleeting guest. It lingers, a persistent whisper, and that's when we look to the body's inner workings. One possible cause is a deficiency, a quiet gap in your system's supplies. Vitamins, those tiny powerhouses, keep your nerves humming. Vitamin B12, in particular, is a guardian of nerve health, found in foods like eggs, meat, and dairy. If your diet lacks it, or your body can't absorb it, your nerves fray, like wires with worn insulation. The outcome, tingling in your hands and feet, a subtle signal of scarcity. Other nutrients, like vitamin B6, magnesium, or even folate, play roles too. A blood test can unmask this culprit, and a tweak to your diet or a supplement might mend the gap, restoring harmony to your nerves. But what if the cause isn't so simple? Let's turn our gaze to blood flow, the river that fuels your nerves. Poor circulation, like a sluggish stream, can starve your extremities of oxygen and nutrients. Conditions like peripheral artery disease, where arteries narrow, slow the flow to your hands and feet. The signs, numbness, cold fingers or toes, even a faint blue tint. It's as if your limbs are hibernating, waiting for spring. Diabetes, a silent giant in this mystery, often teams up here. High blood sugar damages blood vessels and nerves over time. A condition called peripheral neuropathy. Your feet might tingle, go numb. I feel like they're wrapped in cotton. It's a slow, snaky process, but managing blood sugar, exercise, and care can keep this giant at bay. Speaking of peripheral neuropathy, let's linger here. This term, dear explorers, is a broad net catching many causes of nerve damage. Beyond diabetes, toxins can play a role. Alcohol, in excess, poisons nerves over time, leaving hands and feet tingling, unsteady. Certain medications, like chemotherapy drugs, can also fray the nerve's delicate threads. Even infections, like Lyme disease or shingles, sneak in, inflaming nerves and sparking numbness. It's like a storm disrupting the signal tower, leaving static in its wake, the signs very tingling, burning, a feeling of gloves or socks on your skin. If this persists, a doctor's insight, tests like nerve conduction studies, we can trace the trail. Treatment, it depends on the cause, from meds to therapy, a tailored map to calm the storm. Let's dig deeper into this tingling tapestry. Peripheral neuropathy. Our broad suspect isn't just one villain, but a cast of characters, each with its own motive. Think of your nerves as a vast network of messengers, racing along, delivering news of touch, pain, eat, cold. When damage strikes, the message garbles, and numbness or tingling takes the stage beyond the culprits we've met, like diabetes or toxins. Consider physical injury. A car accident, a fall. Even a sports mishap can bruise or sever nerves. Like cutting a phone line mid-call, the result might be a patchy numbness, a tingle that lingers as your body tries to rewire itself. Healing can take weeks, months, sometimes longer. A slow dance of repair. Nerve fibers, delicate as spider silk, grow back at a snail's pace, about 1 millimeter a day. If they can, patience, rest, and sometimes therapy guide this quiet comeback. Another player slips in inflammation. Your body, ever the protector, sometimes overreacts, sending immune cells to fight when no enemy's there. In conditions like Guillain-Barré syndrome, a rare twist, your immune system attacks your nerves after a viral infection. Like a guard mistaking a friend for a foe, numbness starts in the feet, creeps up the legs, a rising tide of tingles. It's sudden, startling, but often reversible with care, meds, or time. Other inflammatory foes, like rheumatoid arthritis, join the fray. Joints swell, press on nerves, and your hands tingle, numb, like they're caught in a gentle squeeze. It's your body's misfire. A signal crossed, but treatments like anti-inflammatories or therapy can ease the grip, soothe the storm. Let's not overlook the subtle saboteurs' hormones. Your endocrine system, a quiet conductor, balances chemicals that keep nerves steady. Thyroid issues, for one, can stir the pot. An underactive thyroid, hypothyroidism, slows your system, leaving hands and feet numb, heavy, like they're wading through mud. Blood tests spot this. And a dose of hormone, prescribed by a doctor, often lifts the fog. Pregnancy, too, shifts the tide. Fluid builds, weight grows, pressing nerves in wrists or ankles, sparking tingles. It's a temporary guest, fading after birth. A reminder of your body's marvelous, messy dance. And don't forget cold exposure. Frostbite or near-freezing chills can dull nerves, leaving fingers or toes numb. A silent plea for warmth. Gentle heat, care, coax them back. Like waking a hibernating bear. What about the rare and curious tarsal tunnel syndrome? A lesser-known kin to carpal tunnel. Strikes the feet. A nerve, the tibial, runs through a tight tunnel in your ankle. Pressure from injury, swelling, or flat feet squeeze a seat, and your toes tingle, go numb, like they're drifting off. Braces, rest, hors surgery, in stubborn cases. Free, the trapped messenger. Then there's nerve entrapment elsewhere, like the ulnar nerve at your elbow. Lean on it too long, funny bone buzzing. And your pinky, ringfingertingel, a quirky protest. Shift, stretch, and it fades. A fleeting fuss, even tumors, rare and quiet, can press nerves. A shadow on the line. If numbness won't budge, grows odd. A scan, a doctor's eye, unmasks this hidden guest. And consider the lifestyle clues. Smoking, a sneaky foe, narrows vessels, starves nerves, sparking tingles in extremities, lack of movement, a sedentary life, slows, flow, dulls, sensation, like a river gone still, even tight shoes or gloves, humble culprits, pinch nerves, leaving feet or hands buzzing, a simple fix with looser fit, Eichkause, dear explorers, is a thread in this web, a piece of the puzzle, science peers close, tracing nerve paths, blood trails, to decode the why, your body, a universe of signals, speaks in tingles, numbness, a language to learn, a mystery to chase. Now, let's shift gears to a quieter, more elusive. Suspect your spine, your spinal cord, that grand highway of nerves, runs through your backbone, sending signals to your limbs. If a disc, one of those cushy pads between your vertebrae, slips or bulges, it can press on a nerve root. Imagine a tree branch pinching a wire, the signal falters, and your hands or feet tingle. Go, numb. This, called a herniated disc, often strikes the lower back, sending numbness down your legs, a condition dubbed sciatica, or in the neck. It might zap your arms and hands. Pain, weakness, numbness, they dance together, stretching, physical therapy, or, in rare cases, surgery can ease this pressure, freeing the signal to flow. But wait, the plot thickens. Sometimes, the cause isn't local, not a pinched nerve or a vitamin gap, but a message from your brain itself. Neurological conditions, rare but profound, enter the scene. Multiple sclerosis, for instance, is a qui saboteur, your immune system, confused, attacks the myelin sheath, the protective coating of your nerves, like peeling insulation off a wire. Signals, scatter, and numbness in hands or feet might be an early whisper. Strokes, weh, too, can disrupt the brain's command center, cutting sensation to one side of your body. These are serious players, not to be ignored. If numbness comes suddenly, with weakness, slurred speech, or vision changes, seek help fast. Time, in these cases, is a precious ally. Let's pause. Take a breath. We've trekked through pressure, repetition, deficiencies, circulation, nerve damage, spine issues, and brain signals. But what about the oddballs? The quirky causes. Ever heard of Raynaud's phenomenon? It's a curious condition where cold or stress makes blood vessels in your fingers or toes clamp down. Like a gate slamming shut. Your digits turn white, blue, then red, often numb or tingling. It's your body overreacting. A dramatic flourish to a chilly day. Warmth, gloves, or stress relief can soothe this shy performer. Or consider anxiety, that restless spirit. When worry surges, your breathing might race, blood flow shifts, and hands or feet tingle, a false alarm from a frazzled mind. A deep breath, a calm moment, often quiets this echo. So, where does this leave us? Numbness in hands and feet, dear explorers, is a tapestry woven from many threads. Some are simple, like sitting too long, a temporary nap for your nerves. Others, deeper vitamin shortages, diabetes, nerve damage, spinal quirks, or rare brain whispers. Most cases are gentle, a nudge to shift, eat better, move more. But some, persistent or sudden, wave a red flag. How do you know? Listen to your body. Does the numbness fade fast? Or linger like an uninvited guest? Does it pair with pain? Weakness? Or odd signs? A doctor, our trusty guide, can map the cause with tests, questions, a careful eye. Let's stretch our minds further. Why does this matter? Your hands and feet? They're your explorers. Your tools. They type, grip, walk, dance, carry you through life's grand adventure. Numbness, even brief, is a pause, a hiccup in that journey. It's your body's poetry. Quiet plea for care. Maybe it's saying, uncross your legs, rest your wrists, eat a hearty meal with B12. Or perhaps it's a call to check your sugar, warm your tooth, ease your stress. Science, our lantern in the dark, lights the way. Studies show nearly 20% of adults feel tingling or numbness at times, often tied to posture, diet, or chronic foes like diabetes. Yet each case is unique, a personal riddle to solve. Now, imagine this. You're a nerve, a tiny messenger racing along, carrying news of touch. In heat, cold, suddenly, a roadblock, a squeeze, a shortage, and your signal falters. You tingle, go quiet. Asil protest. But help arrives a stretch, a vitamin, a doctor's wisdom. You hum again, alive, connected. This, dear travelers, is the dance of your nervous system, a marvel of nature. It's not chaos, but a system, delicate, yet strong, like a spider's web in a storm. Numbness isn't a monster, but a message, a whisper from within. And we, sleepless scientists, are here to decode it. What can you do? Start simple. Shift your seat. Uncross those legs. Shake out your hands. Rest from repetition. Give your wrists a breather. Fuel up with B12. Riechen eggs. On fish. Or a doctor's supplement. Keep blood flowing. Walk. And stretch. Warm those chilly toes. If diabetes looms, tame it with care. Diet, checkups, and if numbness lingers, grows, or pairs with odd signs, don't wait. A doctor, with tools like blood tests, nerve studies, or scans, can peer beneath the surface. It's not fear, but empowerment, a step to clarity. Your body's a universe, vast, complex, and worth the quest. Let's zoom out to the bigger picture. Numbness, this tingling mystery, ties us to science, to the wonders of nerves. Blood, brain, it's a reminder we're alive, wired, moving through a world of sensation. Sometimes it's a hiccup, a moment's pause. Other times, a deeper call, a chance to tend your health. In this late-night lab, we've traced its trails, from pressure's gentle nudge to the brain's rare whispers. We've seen it's not always danger. Et but dialogue. Your body speaking. So, listen close. Care gently. Explore boldly. The causes of numbness, like stars in the night, vary, Sprache, and guide us as we near the end, dear sleepless ones. Picture your hands and feet, faithful companions, ready to roam again. Maybe tonight you'll stretch, sip water, ease into rest. Knowing more, where are you now? Curled in bed, on a couch, or gazing at a midnight sky? What time ticks in your corner of the world? Share if you'd like. Let's see how far this scientific ship sails. If this tingling tale stirred your mind, a like or subscribe fuels our journey. A spark for the sleepless scientist. Did this unravel your mystery? Or spark new questions? Either way, we're here, chasing truth through the night. So, next time your fingers tingle, your feet snooze, don't fret. Think of pressure, posture, vitamins, and flow. Hear your body's whisper. Not a shout. It's no cosmic void, but a quiet clue. A puzzle to solve. We've journeyed through nerves, blood, spine, and beyond. Finding not fear, but fascination. Your hands and feet, they're explorers too, mapping life's terrain. Care for them, dear traveler, and they'll carry you far. Until next time, stay curious, stay sleepless, and dream of the wonders within. Good night, or good quest, from the Sleepless Scientist.